You see, unlike the Russia-Ukraine conflict or the Israel-Hamas terror, Pakistan is a nuclear state, and Pakistan is also not a militia state. So now you could paint a picture that how and why bombing in cities like Bahawalpur and Muridke is such a big deal, because that sends a very strong, a very intimidating message. Now the phase 1 of this Operation Sindoor lasted about 25 minutes. Like I said, our fighter pilots were back home in about 1:30, 1:45, but it wasn't over yet, because this is where things get nasty, or this is where the next phase of the Operation Sindoor became. The enemy state, as expected, weren't quite happy, weren't quite pleased about our offensive at their terror camps, because honestly they don't even call these terror camps. I mean, if you would see the videos and the photos of the army personnel, the senior officers, the battalion commanders who actually attended the funerals of these so-called martyred terrorists, will actually blow your mind quite upside down. So what we did next was quite impeccable. After sending our indigenous made in India made Akash-Tir UAVs and drones, which pretty much turned their skies red and rained hellfire on them, we wanted to up the ante a fair bit. We put in the BrahMos and we started bombing and raiding the air bases of the enemy state as and how we thought and we placed. 12 air bases of the enemy state were raided from the entire length of their western front. It was bombed, and it was bombed like they haven't seen it coming otherwise. And trust me, they tried hard. They tried very hard to penetrate our airspace, to come inside our territory and bomb some of the military installations, but they just couldn't get through our air defenses. By the end of it, ladies and gentlemen, India became the only country in the world to have air raided not 1, not 2, but 12 military air bases of a nuclear-powered, nuclear-armed state. By the end of it, the Indian Air Force emerged as the 3rd strongest Air Force in the world, not largest. Strongest Air Force in the world according to the global military ranking and global military strike power, right after Russia and United States. Be proud and be very thankful to your armed forces. Jai Hind, until next time.